What's up, guys? As you can see, I'm in a pretty blank room. Like, there's nothing that interesting, but that's like the whole theme of quarantine, honestly. Like, use what you can, do what you have with what you have, and just make the most out of it. Like, it's nothing too exciting. It's not the world that we used to live in. So, in this video, we're gonna be talking about a few things, what you should be doing for the next few months of quarantine, because I do think that things are gonna start coming back to normal. There's a vaccine that just came out, so maybe you're watching this and it's not quarantine. We've gotten past that. These skills can also apply to your life right now. So here's my advice, and do what you want with it, but I think this could help you tremendously in your life, so that when you go back and like things go back to normal for the first time in a year, you'll be ready. You'll be ready to go and meet people. You'll just be excelling in all parts of your life. So let's hop into it.
Just put it all on me. Just put it all on me. Just put it all on me. Just put it all on me.
That? God damn it. I live directly above the garage, so there's a lot of noise in my room. I feel like every single time I turn on the camera or like I open up a Zoom meeting, like everybody in the house just starts making noise, like pans are bumping together, blender on. My mom's like, hey, come help me. But we're all dealing with these types of things. All of us are doing it, where most of us are stuck at home unless you like live in the Midwest and there's like literally no restrictions. But I wanted to give you guys some advice for what to do for the next 3-4 months, however long quarantine's gonna be. I know some of you are going back to college very soon. You're still stuck at your house. There's still not a ton of things going on. So you're here, and that's actually a perfect opportunity to just learn about yourself. If you haven't been taking advantage of this whole like year, I don't know what you've been doing, but there's still time left, and you can learn a whole lot in these next 3 months. They're gonna help you so much when you go back to normal and just are hanging out with people, meeting friends, all these things. Just take 1 hour out of each day to just learn, to just invest in yourself. So my first tip that I want to give you guys is to define your friends. Look at the friends that you used to have before quarantine or during quarantine, and just take an outside look at it. Look at yourself in those situations and really think about it. Are these the people that are helping you become who you want to be? Are they supporting you? Are they encouraging? If they are, perfect. You know, develop closer relationships with these people. But in a lot of situations, your friends from high school or your friends from middle school, whatever age you are, if you're in college too, a lot of times these people kind of shut you down. Maybe they're not like directly making fun of you. Maybe they are. I dealt with that a lot when I was younger, and it's tough. It's definitely a tough situation, but you got to get yourself out of it, and that's the best way to go about it. You got to realize that these people suck. These people are trash, you know? Know your own worth. The fact that you are able to analyze and realize that, yeah, these people just aren't who I want to be around. Like, that's a great quality to have. And an even greater quality to have is to define who you want, okay? So literally write in a piece of paper, write guy friends. If you're a guy, write guy friends. If you're a girl, write girlfriends. If you're whatever you are, I fully support, but write what you want in your friends, okay? I actually touched on this concept a little bit in the video that I made previously. It was all about being the hero in your own life movie. It was one of my favorite videos I've ever made in my whole life. Actually, it's probably my favorite. It was very long. It was 25 minutes, but it provided so much value, and I really encourage you to watch it. If you're struggling with motivation or just you don't know your life purpose or any of those things, watch that video. It's gonna help you a lot. I'll leave it right up here, so watch that. But one of the concepts that I talked about was defining the right characters for your own life movie to help you get to your highest potential. So this first exercise, this is my first piece of advice, is to define those friends. In my life, these are the guy friends that I want to be surrounding myself with. I want my friends to be driven. I want them to be fun, self-sufficient. They're not dependent on me for everything. They got a sense of humor. They fully support what I'm doing and are just outgoing and spontaneous. They want to think of like vlog ideas, just go out and have fun. They think of the friend group as a team. We're all together, we're like an entourage going out to. Anyways, you also want to define things that you do not want in these friends. So for instance, I don't like it when my friends are super lazy or unproductive. It's okay sometimes, but I don't really like to go to someone's house and just watch TV. That's boring to me. Or just sit around, I want to actually go out and do something. Those types of creative people are so cool to be around. But it's cool to have that sometimes. So you want a mix of it. I also just don't want friends who are gonna talk behind your back or just make fun of random things that you're doing. That is one of my biggest pet peeves. Obviously I'm able to take it in because I know my worth and I know what I'm doing. But when your friends are dude, that idea is stupid. What are you doing? Your YouTube videos are stupid. Why are you making TikToks? It's why do you care? So just friends that are fully supportive. I love those types of people. So define the people that you want, define something you like, and then something you don't like. Literally write this down. Guy friends. What I want, write something out. What I don't want, write that out. So you defined your guy friends. All right, so then moving on to girlfriends. For me, if you're a girl, guy friends. So opposite sex friends. So what I want in girls, at least right now in my life, I just want girls who are encouraging, supportive, they're caring, attractive, obviously, healthy, they go to the gym, they're super loose, fun, they're just down for everything, they just want to go on your adventures. Those are the type of girls that I'm trying to attract, and the things that I don't want are girls who are toxic, who are just all about drama. That is a turn off to me. Girls who talk behind your back, that annoys me too. Girls who are self-centered, only care about themselves, don't care about anybody else. These are all just qualities that I'm listing out in these girlfriends, basically. And so once you define these people, when you go out and you meet them, you can think of questions that correlate with these qualities. So for instance, if you want a girl who's supportive, you can ask them, hey, do you want to make a TikTok with me? And what that does is if they say yes, then it's okay, well, they support what I'm doing and they want to help out, they're fun. So I just listed all those qualities in that girl just by asking, hey, do you want to do a TikTok? It's as simple as that. It's fun and it just builds comfort. You can ask them something like, what's your favorite last minute adventure you've been on? And they could talk about that. Okay, so if they list out some adventure that they just randomly went on, hey, this girl's spontaneous and just down for adventures. They're down to just have fun. But you're not directly asking them these things. And they're gonna kind of notice and they're gonna have this energy that they feel it's this dude knows what he wants. This is really attractive. I want friends that are girls who are driven too. I want them to be going after a passion or just something. So I could ask them, hey, what would you love to be doing 5 to 10 years from now? I know that's kind of a crazy idea, but what do you want to do? They answer that, and if they have something, it's okay, that's really cool. So I'm gonna keep talking to you. I'm a buyer. I'm buying this friend. I know what I want, and so when I go into the grocery store, I'm not gonna buy all these random things. I'm gonna go to the fruit aisle and pick out an apple. I'm not gonna grab an apple pie, I'm gonna grab an apple. I know exactly what I want, but it's really cool. That can help you tremendously with building your social life. So just defining those friends is so crucial, and defining questions that you can ask them for those qualities. So that was my tip number 1. Tip number 2 is to just start reading. I know I hated reading when I was younger because what school does to you is it makes it a requirement. They're gonna force you to read a book that's let me just type this out. Books that school make you read. Great, yeah. Lord of the Flies, okay? I'm sure maybe 15% of the people who read that in high school actually liked the book, but most of us were just dreading reading it. Nobody wants to read that. They assign you these books that you hate reading. And if you agree with this, let me know in the comments, because it just ruins reading for everybody and it makes you think, I hate reading, I'm never gonna read. Reading is boring, it's pretty stupid. But if you gave me a Kobe Bryant book or a book on Tom Brady and like sports, I would read that thing cover to cover. And so I only got into reading in college, and it was because of like books like this. So The War of Art. This is a great book. Books like these that actually help you in your life. They're directly affecting your life so you can be better. I don't really care about Lord of the Flies or The Grapes of Wrath. Like, what? Self-development books, sports books, these are really cool. For instance, one book that you can read is Relentless. This is a book from Kobe Bryant's trainer and also Michael Jordan and Dwayne Wade's trainer. So this dude's got some clout in the training business. He coached Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan on their mindset and all these things that you can apply to your life too. Another one, if you just don't know much about money, or you think that like your parents don't know much about money, you want to do something incredible with your life and just never have to worry about money ever again. The book is Rich Dad, Poor Dad. If you know anything about self-development, you know that this is one of the greatest books of all time. This was actually the first book that I ever read in self-development, I think. And it was just so eye-opening. It was incredible because it's like all these things like you just know about money now that 40-year-olds don't know. But you're like 15, 16 and you know about these things? That's crazy. I definitely recommend if you want to be rich when you're older. See how that just sounds compelling? Let's read about Lord of the Flies. What? Do you want to be rich when you're older? Read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Okay, sure. You see what I mean? My last piece of advice is to just find your purpose during this time. Go outside and take at least a day without your phone, without your laptop, just a journal and a pen. That's it. Go out there and just think about the world. I know that sounds fucking weird, but it's actually gonna open up a lot to you. You're gonna just become present and think about things that you never have in your entire life. Go out, sit in nature, and just think. Think about what is your calling. Also, think of yourself on a deathbed when you're like 100 years old. What was I proud of in my life? Did I fulfill my purpose and highest potential and just go all out with everything? Or did all those ideas that I could have gone after, did they just die with me? Don't let that be your biggest regret. You need to just be relentless and go after everything in your life. You have one life to live, make the most out of it. So think about, what am I called to do? If any of these things spoke to you in this video, I really encourage you to join the Blue Wolf Slack community. This is a community of like-minded individuals just like you who are watching this and want to improve their social life, want to become confident in themselves. They want to make the most out of quarantine. Okay, now I can play video games. Maybe they struggle with it right now, but they're gonna do something big with their life. So if this is you, join the Slack community. This could help you tremendously. So yeah, thanks guys for watching this video. Peace.
I just checked in with Sydney. I just checked out with Kayla. I be getting way too friendly. I just gassed out with Taylor. Pulling my strings with Margot. Cutting my ties with Tiffany.